Quando vuoi adesso sì. Io non dire la segni. Ja, so far as my view, now, take a look. Look at, I do have this, I've looked at from, I said what? Ah, okay, let me go talk to yes, just need to like this so we get with yes. Now it's not so more than it's more than yes, yeah, yes. Non sei la Jody? Sai la Manchester okay. I know when I saw she's yes. This week is really like yeah. Yeah. One of them, like, is a point that they do. Was I in fan of them? Yes, I was doing that. Exactly. Because we have already started that process. Yeah. Yeah, so we have a process going on. Study to so let them just go ahead. Let's pray. Let's pray. Wait. We do it so much privilege of uplifting the opinions of God and business for the welfare of society and the just movement of the people. We beseech you, Lord, with your abundant favor, as your servants would you been pleased to call to the performance of the trust of this party. Let your blessings descend upon us here at temple, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you committed to our church. Say amen. Your Excellency the Governor, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and colleagues, it is my honor to welcome you to this special sitting of the County Assembly of Kisumu, as gazetted through Kenya Gazette Notice number 16118, dated 7th November 2023. Today's purpose for the gazettement is to receive the state of the county address by the governor of Kisumu County, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o. I therefore want to inform you that today's sitting is within the law because we have ensured that we followed the required arrangements in organizing such special sitting. I wish to extend my warm welcome
to the First Lady of Kisumu County, to the Deputy Governor, Kisumu County, Professor Kamarogo. We have a team from Intergovernmental Relations Sectional Committee, IGRTC, Lynette Mavu, Angeline Hongo, John Kimwela. I also want to recognize in our midst all the county executive committee members, together with all county employees. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the Orange Democratic Movement Party leadership, the media, all delegates, and all invited guests. Today's address by the governor shall be guided by the Kisumu County Assembly Standing Order number 22, with specific reference to Order number 22.3, which stipulates that the governor shall be heard in silence, and the address shall not be followed by any comment or question. And following the address, the leader of majority will lay the address on the table of the county assembly and give notice for its deliberation. Members of the county assembly shall have no more than 4 sittings to debate the same. I have consulted with the leader of majority and I have been granted permission, and I do grant the same to the governor, the permission to invite his dignitary, whom he has formed me, is in the way, the governor of Nandi, to address the assembly at a desired moment within today's sitting. I also want to direct our guests in the gallery to observe silence, and the sergeant at arm will be available to provide any assistance where necessary. Before I conclude, I also want to recognize the presence of the MP of Kisumu Central, who is actually the host MP of where we are seated, Dr. Oron. I also want to recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Nyakach constituency, Honorable Aduma Owuor. I want to remind both the honorable members and the guests at the gallery that when the governor will be giving the speech, you can applaud him by thumping your feet down. We would really encourage that you hear the governor in silence. I eagerly anticipate the insightful address by the governor and the contribution from our esteemed members during the subsequent deliberations. Let us proceed with utmost decorum and respect for the proceedings. It's now my pleasure and honor to welcome the governor of Kisumu County, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, to make his address. Welcome, Governor.
Honorable, Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly of Kisumu, Honorable Elisha Jakoraro, the Deputy Governor of Kisumu, Dr. Matthew Govili, Chairman of the LREP Eminent Person COVID Pandemic, Professor Kamarogo, from our guest today. Honorable members of the Kisumu Economic and Social Council who was present among us in the meeting we had yesterday. Ministers of the County Executive of Kisumu County, invited guests, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am happy to inform this august House that Governor Sang is delayed, but he will arrive in the meantime. But my other guest, Professor Kamarugo, is with us. I'm happy also to stand before you, this distinguished assembly, to deliver my State of the County address for this year, the year of our Lord 2023. this requires me to give an account to the people of Kisumu how we have delivered our promises on development. It is also a confirmation that I remain a servant of the people of Kisumu County. I'm deeply indebted to the people of Kisumu. You elected me in 2017 and reaffirmed support for my government in 2022 general election. Our collective aspiration to stop walking with the chicken and to start flying with the eagles is getting realized step by step, day by day, through the plans, innovations, and results of our work. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to report. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't want to talk. I wish to report that during the period under review, we make various innovations making significant impact in service delivery to the people of Kisumu. In health services, we partnered with Zipline Limited in an innovative faster delivery of essential medical requirements, such as drugs and blood through drones. Livestock farmers are also set to benefit from this innovation because perishable products like semen from our livestock would be delivered to their doorsteps in any part of the country within minutes, hence saving the expiration of such semen. Kisumu was one of the first counties to establish an emergency call center open to the public on a 24-hour basis. The Emergency Operations Center, based at Kisumu County Hospital, has enabled the county to contain the spread of communicable diseases and reach out to communities under distress. I must acknowledge that it is during COVID that the necessity of establishing this quick response mechanism was found very vital. And I thank Professor Kam and his team of advisors that help us achieve this. To increase our own source revenue, we started to revamp the technology for automation and integration of the revenue management system last year, culminating in the full installation and rollout of a new system this financial year. Our innovations in infrastructural development, namely the road maintenance teams and the machine-based program, continue to produce good results in opening and maintaining roads in the rural areas where infrastructural development is needed most. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me now go through the key achievements of our government in each sector in the last year, the year just ending. First, the Ministry of Medical Services, Public Health and Sanitation. Honorable members, we have made good progress in improving our curative, preventive, public and family health by training, expanding and equipping a formidable team of community health workers who supplement our large team of healthcare professionals at various levels. Indeed, the national government has recently followed our footprints and established what they call health operators. We'd rather call them health workers because they work for the county very diligently. Our health indicators have systematically improved, as reported by the annual demographic and health surveys. We continue to invest in training, research, data collection, hospital modernization, and service delivery. But we are not there yet. A lot still needs to be done. Notably, we have recorded a reduction in maternal mortality by about 30%, from 495 to 343 per 100,000 live births, and child mortality from 54 to 39 per 100,000 live births, with the under 5 mortality reducing from 79 to 63 deaths per 1,000 live births, as recorded in the Kenya Demographic and Health Surveys 2022. On access to services, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, the number of women delivering in health facilities increased from 69% to 94%. And this is because of the completion and operationalization of various health facilities in the county and investment in community health services. I must thank their partners, the men, who have realized the importance of having early, proper health care for their partners when indeed they are expecting. Thank you very much, fellow men. We have operationalized 28 community health units, working closely with 151 public health facilities and 5 faith-based health facilities across the country. The number of visits made by community health workers to family households increased from 197,977 in 2022 to 20,420 in 2023. Mr. Speaker, sir, our electronic community health information systems has been a trailblazer. It has increased efficiency and improved the quality and consistency of patient care. Further, the Department of Health's commitment to efficient data management is evident in the successful transfer and storage of 100% of community health data to a centralized database. Mr. Speaker, sir, through strategic collaboration with partners, through strategic collaboration with partners, our commitment to completely digitalize the community health system continues. Notably, 84% of community health workers are now digitally empowered. I'm proud to report that the national government has picked lessons from our successful USC pilot implementation, and that program is now being rolled out countrywide. Our Marwa Solidarity Health Insurance Program is a statement of success. Many counties have come for benchmarking here for the design and implementation of their own social health insurance programs. Launched in March 2021, the scheme currently covers a population of 5,409 principal indigent households and approximately 21,636 dependents, including spouses and children across all the sub-counties. Healthcare facilities have so far recorded 38,950 clinic visits by the indigent population. That is 1,551 inpatients, 34,000 outpatients since 2022. Mr. Speaker, sir, implementing Marwa has led to a steady increase in the claims reimbursements by our health facilities. In the financial year 2021-2022, the facilities made claims worth Kenya shillings 175 million. This amount increased to Kenya shillings 279 million in the 2022-2023 financial year. To achieve 70% health insurance penetration in Kisumu and effectively finance the healthcare system, the program is working towards gaining traction in the informal sector, targeting organized groups and self-paying members, for example, market vendors, Juakali traders, the cooperative circles, among others. Mr. Speaker, sir, as we can all recall, at the height of COVID-19 pandemic, our government established the Emergency Operations Center at the Kisumu County Referral Hospital to act as a center for coordination of all medical and public health emergencies, humanitarian responses, and all public inquiries. This facility continues to play a significant role in our health system and continues to be our command center for all emergencies. In the last financial year alone, the call center received 6,109 calls and coordinated 2,270 medical referrals. One disease outbreak was managed, and 4 diseases, namely dengue fever, scabies, respiratory syncytial virus, and rabies, with the potential of causing outbreaks, were detected and appropriate action is taken. One major success for the center was in the coordination of a cholera outbreak in record time in April 2023. The EOC has continued to coordinate emergency services during major national celebrations and international social and religious events, including the Africity Summit, the National Madaraka Day, among others. Allow me at this point to remind you of our toll-free line, and please take the number 08 00 72 0575. 08 00 720575. That is available for the citizens of Kisumu County to call and report occurrences and make inquiries on a wide range of health issues. Last year, we piloted the use of Zipline logistics company, for the warehousing, storage of medical supplies, and the use of drone technology to deliver emergency life-saving medical services, supplies, and replacement of stockouts in health facilities. Since its launch in February 2023, a total of 1,283 deliveries have been made in the 24 facilities, where flight authorization has been obtained in the county. Of these deliveries, 99 were emergency medications like rabies, vaccine for the treatment of dog bite, injections for the management of hypertension, and adrenaline injections, among others. Mr. Speaker, sir, the interventions in the whole health docket require functional structures to take place. Among the key projects undertaken in the year include the completion of 5 health facilities, namely Ombaka Health Center in Nyando Sub-County, Alwocha Health Center in Nyando Sub-County, Michura Health Center in Nyakach Sub-County, Malada Dispensary in Sende Sub-County, and Nyadado Dispensary in Sebe Sub-County. This year, the government intends to begin the process of rehabilitating one facility per ward. One facility per ward. That is 35 facilities to be our mini hubs at a cost of 150 million Kenyan shillings. We have also started the construction of Rata Mother and Child Health Hospital in Seme Sub-County in collaboration with Safaricom Foundation. In addition, honorable members, we are working on the completion of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital Cancer Center in partnership with the Russian company on a joint venture, and the Sickle Cell Management Center in collaboration with the Fortis Hospital from New Delhi, India. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would be doing a disservice to the health docket if I did not elaborate on our other ambitious programs at the Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. Over the last 2 years, Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital made great strides in various areas, to mention about a few. Due to the good relationship we have with our partners, the facility recently widened its scope in the management of cancer and other conditions by bringing on board Amaxillowood in India and other places. Our women diagnosed with ovarian cancer, endometrial or uterine cancer, and gestation trophoblastic disease will now experience improved services. Mr. Speaker, I am proud to confirm that I am a beneficiary of our highly specialized medical camps at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. I underwent a very delicate surgery on my back at the facility, and I can assure you that indeed Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital is a facility of international standards with very competent and highly professional doctors and nurses. But this does not mean that we have closed all the gaps in our healthcare delivery. Honorable members, just recently, JOTRH acquired the gasless laparoscopic. I try again. The gasless laparoscopic infrastructure that ensures less pain during surgery. Remember that word when you're having surgery. Ask for laparoscopic This technology also ensures that the surgery is carried out without opening up the patient's body. Imagine that. You just lie there and you are without opening the body. Good. Another new acquisition is the new MRI equipment, a first of its kind in the region, and a special donation from the Bill Gates Foundation. The list is of new innovative services is long. The list of new innovative services is long, and we don't need to tell it all today. The setting up of the hematology center will boost the functions of an infection control center run by a group of about 35 people, strictly adhering to infection control guidelines, as infections should be kept at bay for those who have gone through transplants. This intervention will also cover the treatment of sickle cell disease. Kisumu is one of the highest burdens of sickle cell, with 1 out of every 5 children affected with blood disorder. Other new infrastructural developments of the city facility include the Kwe Funeral Home, which, although vandalized during the demonstrations, has now been restored to its former self and will be offering executive morgue services in the Western region, and the ultra-modern kitchen, whose construction is at 80% completion. So make sure that when you finally finish your journey on this earth, you leave a will that I want to be taken to the Kwe Funeral Home in Jaramogi. You will lie in peace until you get to heaven, or hell, whichever is the case. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to pause there and give an opportunity for us to show you a short documentary while I also take a break, because this is a marathon speech. Thank you very much. Documentary, please.
When he took oath of office for the second time in August 2022, Kisumu Governor Professor Peter Nyang'nyong'o has his work well cut out. His well-crafted Wasetimo Wadoctimo All-Inclusive Manifesto is being implemented to the latter.
On the treatment of first term, it was very much.
The greatest wealth is health. Kisumu County has made notable strides in the health sector.
One of the things that we've done in our hospitals and our health facilities is make sure that we have venting and family health.
We are given a kit containing all the instruments which we use in the community. In the first aid kit, it contains a lot of things. We have the bandage, we have the strapping, we have the alcohol swab.
This will enable us to deliver quality health services to the population of Kisumu. What we realize is that there is no enough finances in government to be able to do such a huge facility. One of the strategic partnerships is what we're having with the MIBS in Russia, which is a Russian company that does cancer centers in Russia. They are going to help us to put up a cancer center to complete, and we think that this is a 1.2 to 1.8 billion shilling budget. We also started a project in terms of what we call laparoscopy. Laparoscopy is penile surgery, where you make a small cut on the abdomen and you use a camera to be able to see inside. And this is more efficient than the good old surgery where we used to open your whole abdomen. And with laparoscopy, you can have your surgery today and tomorrow.
Kisumu then can get her space as being one of the leading counties and cities where medical tourism takes shape.
In total, we have 14 facilities over the last 1 year completed and operationalized or awaiting operationalization.
Right now, we offer outpatient services, immunization, family planning, and antenatal services.
If you need blood, for example, in your catch, and the blood is coming from Kisumu, it will take a long time to get there. By the time it gets there, the patient is dead. We have this drone service generally called Zipline, a project we started about 3 years ago
speed up the delivery of certain commodities, particularly the health and agricultural sectors.
Infrastructural development is ongoing in Kisumu County.
This road is done under machine-based program, and the machine-based program runs like the county uses its own machineries to do the roads in the county. Why we prefer machine-based program is that you find that the cost is almost more than half the cost of constructing the road.
We have one trial road, however, from Navakapio to Dere Island in Seme sub-county, which we are bitumenizing using the National Youth Service.
And this is a government equipment tendered project. We felt we needed to get value from. The market rate is close to 45 million per kilometer. That is low volume. When we did have a discussion with the National Youth Service of Kenya, we arrived at a cost of 27.7 million per kilometer.
Rather than being cooler to build roads in Kisumu County, give that money to Kisumu County so that we can do our roads here in Kisumu much more efficiently and less costly.
Kisumu, one of the fastest growing intermediary cities in Africa, is the only city in the country that has a rural setting and also serves as the gateway to the Great Lakes and the East African region.
The CBD is the face of the city, so we have aggressively improved on beautification of the CBD, and they are just an estate like Milimani.
The county government of Kisumu received funding from the Kenya Urban Support Program, KUSP, through the city of Kisumu.
Wago erokamano kuom kelonwa chiro ma gikelonwa kani, omiyo sani koth ok chandwa. Buru bok gonwa gik moko, chieng' bok gonwa gik moko.
Since the inception of Governor Nyong'o administration, there have been a lot of transformation in this city.
Ensuring rational spatial planning for sustainable land use and management in the county is a dire necessity.
Now we have 5 new municipalities. That is Ahero, Awasi municipalities, Katito, Paponditi municipalities, Chemelil, Muroni municipalities, and Kombewa, Bodi municipalities. And of course, the last one is Maseno, Polo municipalities.
Through our partnership with LAP Fund, the county government has already initiated the construction of approximately 1,800 mixed housing typologies in the Makasembo estate. Kisumu County has strived to enhance access to a safe and healthy environment with sustainable water supply systems through a multi-sectorial approach.
I would say, as I sit here today, that 3/4 of these public institutions, maybe even 3/4 of homes, can have access to clean water.
We are at God Put Water Project, a project which was funded fully by the county government.
Kande so chiko to wase wuok wadhi omo pi nam. Samoro wawuok wadhi omo pi olingiro kwachopo to ondiegi bende ng'eny e kor got onge kaka watim.
Chon kane kendo jowadwa, dhako noweya, kane walaro wach chieng'. Nikech okinyi dhako wuok weya, adhi aora. Nyaka nyek nyibika, aneno ka an gi mor, pi ni machiegni, anyalo tiyo tija, kar sa achiel mabiro tuomo pi aluokora anindo kaler weche dhi masawa. Aduoko erokamano ne jatelo Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company, Kiwasco, has improved its services to match fast-changing customer preferences.
Come to one of our milestones, our new home. The past 1 year, one of our major milestones is to achieve 91% coverage in our area of service.
The Directorate of Environment and Climate Change has made concerted efforts in protection of the environment, natural resources within the county government through appropriate solid waste management and conservation policies.
we had a place called Kachok where the waste had been maintained for the last 35 years. And it had become an eyesore. So one of the things I decided to do was to decommission Kachok as waste management center and take waste management to a proper waste management facility in a place called Kasese. There, we are giving a franchise to a company which is specialized in this area that we deliver waste there, and waste is then turned into energy.
We've been doing waste management, waste segregation. We've been able to have youths from Ondiek doing the job. Currently, we are 15 members that are currently serving Ondiek Estate. I'll want to encourage other estates or other places so that they can embrace takataka waste segregation, because there's money in it, and also you will also get motivated, empowered.
The county government is offering scholarships and bursaries to beneficiaries in secondary schools, vocational training centers, colleges, and universities drawn from 35 civic wards in the county.
We handle scholarship and bursary. And last financial year, the allocation for the same was 205 million, which is taking care of 1,400 learners on scholarship, and the remaining is for the bursaries.
I want to thank the governor of Kisumu County for helping me to get the scholarship so that I can study with no problem of the school fees.
The government has established a vibrant vocational education and training sector and built its capacity for industrialization and job creation in Kisumu County and beyond.
We are very happy with the county government because every student received a capitation of 15,000 every year.
The Agriculture Department aims to boost productivity, resilience to climate change, value addition, and overall well-being by implementing projects for increased income, employment, and food security.
We've gotten a lot of support from the county government in terms of technical support. We've been guided by most of the directors and in the Ministry of Agriculture.
The governor has already invested in a 30 million milling machine at Nyando or in Ahero to help our farmers get the best price for their produce.
We are recycling through very modern technology the water from the sewage, the Kiwasco sewage, the lagoons that are in Nyalenda. And this water is recycled so that it can be used for fish farming, a very modern technology. We are going to bring 20 pedigree baby animals here that can assure us of high milk production. And we are actually at the moment doing a bill that is going to convert this into a corporation so that it has very good and sound structures that will give us good management. Then this place will be an aggregation center for milk products.
The governor envisions a productive county with equitable, beneficial, inclusive sports, culture, gender, and youth initiatives through the promotion of sustainable development of youth, women, and people with disabilities.
We are in Papkadundo in Seme, the official launch of the Governor's Cup 2023. This is one way that we are preparing the young people of Kisumu to take advantage of the AFCON 2027.
The historic and newly refurbished Mama Grace Onyango Social Center is a vibrant cultural, educational, research and recreational center for the inhabitants of Kisumu City and the entire East Africa. Kisumu County is endowed with many cultural and heritage sites. One such site is the renowned Kitmikai in Seme sub-county, which has been officially recognized and inscribed by UNESCO as a heritage site.
As a county, we've done some works in terms of upgrading the facility. So it's a very special place. It's a religious place, and it also has a lot of memories for the people of Seme as a whole. Kochapi.
The Department of Trade, Tourism, Industry and Marketing works to boost tourism, foster trade, promote industrialization, support businesses, and encourage cooperatives.
Kisumu My Pride is a strategy that we have put in place to aggressively market Kisumu and promote Kisumu as an investment partner. So we create a conducive business environment for the industries and all other traders.
Data it started last 1 year. We have the capacity to produce at least 6,000 t-shirts per week.
Dado ikizedo osekonyowa kaka an osekonya nikech achiliel tayudo yuto moro matin mapidhogo nyithindo. To gima nyithindo dhigo skul osebedo gima ber e ngimana.
The Department of Public Service, County Administration, and Participatory Development was established to enhance service delivery, improve corporate governance, and field administrative services.
Our vision is to be a leading enabler of accountable, accessible, and sustainable quality service delivery in Kisumu County.
En twak mong'ith makelo riwruok gi dongruok. To mane twak mwaluongo nang'o? Huduma mashinani.
So it has been very useful in ensuring that there is people-centered conversation with the aim of improving service delivery.
The department constructed 3 ward offices in Seme East, Umbei, and Southwest Kisumu to help improve the working environment for staff.
The Public Service Board works very closely with this office.
We ensure that the people we recruit are people of integrity, people with good attitudes, people who will add value to the management of human resources.
The Department of Finance, Economic Planning, and ICT facilitates and supports all the county departments.
Our major plan in the long term is basically to enhance the revenue of the county government of Kisumu. We have made changes to the technology that we are using.
Technology now is the best way to actually enhance revenue and improve efficiency. Particularly, one of the biggest gaps we've had in Kisumu is pilferage as well as fraud, but also we've only been collecting 18 to 20% of what our potential is. This year, the governor has given us a target of 2.2 billion to ensure that he's able to balance his budget and actually offer service delivery to the residents of Kisumu.
The Office of the First Lady made a remarkable contribution in cancer awareness, nutrition, early childhood education, and the fight against gender-based violence.
Grateful for the good working relationship between Kisumu County Assembly and the executive.
As we have been performing our duties based on constructive engagement, whereby when there is an issue, we discuss it robustly, then we report to the governor.
The Assembly, in performance of its legislative role, passed 21 pieces of law that provide a framework for service delivery.
Under the CIDP For us as Kisumu County Assembly, we said that we want to complete our ultra modern assembly. That's the chambers. The assembly that we are doing will accommodate the members with their offices, plus the chambers, plus a number of facility areas that are required in a modern assembly. On the same note, we are among the first assemblies to complete the construction of the speaker's residence.
There's an English saying that Rome was not built in one day. Counties can also not be built in 5 years, not even 10. But you must do your best to lay the foundation and to make sure that what you promise in your manifesto is done.
My call is for each and every person to roll up their sleeves. We have 4 years to go. These are the legacy years of Governor Professor Peter Anyanyongo. Every day counts until the last day.
Titile.
The Speaker has kindly allowed me to take off my coat, which I think is not procedural, but it is hot over here. Let me move from health to agriculture, irrigation, livestock, and fisheries. And I hope you enjoyed the documentary. Mr. Speaker, sir, agriculture is the backbone of our economy and continues to play a critical role in ensuring that our county is food secure. Our government, through partnerships, recorded remarkable achievements in boosting food production in the county to improve the area under irrigation, increase agricultural productivity, and build resilience to climate change risks. Through a partnership with the Kenya Climate Smart Agriculture, we trained and supported 255 farmer groups across 3 value chains of cassava, chicken, and sorghum in 6 wards in the county. In building resilience to climate change risks in the targeted smallholder farming areas, we put up 10 water pumps and boreholes serving more than 500 households. These include Dikre water pump and auxiliary structures in central Nyakach ward in Nyakach sub-county, Holo Orucho water plant, and auxiliary structures in East Kano, Wawili ward, Nyando sub-county, Jemra irrigation scheme and Kalu borehole, both in Nyakach. Others include the Siany CC3 irrigation project on Kabonyo Kanyagwa, Awach Kanu irrigation project in Nyando, Kaloka borehole and Banda works in Eastern, and Chiga irrigation project in Kolua East, Kisumu East sub-county, among others. Honorable members, to help our farmers make informed decisions on weather patterns and planting cycles, our government has so far registered 22,763 farmers with the department's digitization program. These farmers are receiving agro-weather information through their mobile phones to help them make informed decisions. In a bid to scale up existing interventions around productivity, our government is working closely with the national government's National Agriculture Value Chain Development Project to increase market participation and value addition for targeted farmers in select value chains in our area. My administration has prioritized 5 value chains, including, as you saw in the documentary, chicken, dairy, tomatoes, cotton, and rice value chains that have been validated at the national level. Additionally, the national government has hired 45 supervisors at different levels and 600 enumerators to help in the farmer profiling exercise in Kisumu County ahead of the National Agricultural Validation Development Program commencement. Mr. Speaker, sir, we continue to make significant strides toward enhancing rice productivity and reducing milling costs for our farmers in the rice subsector. We have installed a new rice mill in Ahero that awaits commissioning to begin operations. We believe that this project will enhance rice cultivation by 500 hectares. In addition, the expansion of areas of rice irrigation and mapping of more schemes such as Southwest Kano irrigation schemes has improved food and nutrition security within the project area. Enhanced extension services to rice farmers have also led to improved productivity and household incomes. Under fisheries, my administration has achieved several milestones, including the distribution of 84,400 kilograms of fish feeds to 582 farmers, thereby contributing directly to an overall projected fish production increase of 125 metric tons by December 2023. There was also direct assistance to 7,752 fisherfolks who are supported with 282 pond liners to address seepage challenges and 587 predator kits to ensure production is not impaired. Additionally, 459 farmers and 4 public primary schools have also been supported 463 300 fingerlings, each receiving 1,000 pieces. We also provided fish fingerlings and fish feed worth 3 million shillings to fishermen who lost fish during the massive death of fish in cages at Ogal Beach. And I'm sure some of you were there when we were giving them this money. On youth empowerment through aquaculture, 38 youth entrepreneurs were trained in fish entrepreneurship, and their direct contribution is projected to inject an additional 11 million shillings into the sector by the end of this year. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are aware that local farmers will face challenges of access to capital and, most importantly, high quality feed. To bridge this gap, we have partnered with Aquarech, either Aquarech or Aquarech. You can choose which you want. You want Aquarech or Aquarech. To bridge this gap, we have partnered with Aquarech, a Kisumu-based startup company, to improve small-scale farm economics and promote the overall growth of the aquaculture industry. And this is initiated by somebody who is an indigenous Kisumu resident. Aquarech is working to streamline the production behind fish farming with a mobile app platform that allows manufacturers, farmers, and buyers to trade, buy, and sell quality fish feed, as well as learn best aquaculture practices and how to improve their incomes. As you know, at the moment, we depend on importing fish food mainly from Uganda, and it becomes very expensive to farmers. We have realized that we can actually develop fish feed here, especially using the rice products. And Aquarech is coordinating this data and communicating to farmers. Founded by James Odede, a member of our Kisumu Social and Economic Council, and I'm sure James is here. James is over there. Founded by James Odede, a member of our Kisumu Social and Economic Council, and Mrs. Dave Okech, Aquarech has mobilized 1.7 million US dollars, about 60 million Kenya shillings, from the international financial market to support small-scale farmers by providing quality feed at climate-smart precision with feeding techniques, market access, technical training, and financial access, including a 90-day credit period to pay for feed. Mr. Speaker, sir, you realize that the Kisumu Economic and Social Council, including my friend Peter Doyle there, who is a member, are very useful to the county because in that county, in that council, there are people with various entrepreneurial contacts globally and some good local knowledge of the Kisumu County economy. In the dairy and livestock subsectors, we focused on the improvement of milk production, household incomes, nutrition, and food security in the county. We have so far distributed 515 calf dairy cows to 500 farmers, in addition to 706 dairy and gala goats, resulting into a 10% increase in annual milk production in the past 2 years. And I would like to encourage our farmers that when they get these improved breeds that should improve, please encourage them not to sell them. even when they have fees difficulties, because it's very difficult to acquire and get such animals which improve your breed. Through the commercialization of poultry production, we distributed 49,119 day-old chicks to farmer groups, compromising women and youth, leading to increased household income and improved food and nutrients in the last 2 years. We have, in addition, trained 7,000 farmers on best practices to improve productivity in the livestock sector. Now, let me go to the sector of water, environment, natural resources, and climate change. I'll be brief here. Mr. Speaker, sir, 5 years ago, Got Puth village in Kisumu West sub-county was a common feature in the media. The news was that local villagers lost their loved ones to crocodiles as they walked to Lake Victoria to fetch water. Their sufferings finally came to an end this year after we completed and commissioned a water project there that was started in the year 2022-2023 financial year. The Got Puth Water Project, which consists of a solar-powered borehole, complete with storage tanks, currently serves over 10,000 residents, and their women are safe from the crocodiles. Our focus has been on developing new water infrastructure, rehabilitating and augmenting existing viable water supplies, networking partnerships, and collaborations for upscaled safe water service provision. A total of 52 water projects were constructed across the country, while 14 non-functional water facilities were rehabilitated since 2021. Mr. Speaker, sir, in a bid to combat the effects of climate change and ensure sustainable management of water facilities, we embarked on solarization of all our water facilities. 10 boreholes that were either pumped manually or installed with electrically driven pumps, which you know are very expensive under the present KPLC rates. With electrical driven pumps, we upgraded and equipped with solar driven pumps, which have become more manageable economically. We also commissioned the Panyipola Water Project in Nyanjo Sub-County. The project is equipped with a solar breed pump with a 10,000 liters capacity water tank and is expected to transform the lives of over 1,500 residents in the area. The Kibigori Water Project in Burodi Sub-County and its environs, while the Koyo Kowe Project in Seme Sub-County will save the local villagers from trekking long distances in search of water. It will also improve services at Koyo Kowe Dispensary, bringing the total number of beneficiaries to 1,500. With support from partners, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have managed to increase access to safe water to reach approximately 21,000 residents through the development of 27 new water facilities and the rehabilitation of 14 water facilities. Some of the projects include St. Martin Epores Jebondo Water Project, supported by Living Water Services Center in Nyakach Sub-County, and Kuchogo Water Project, supported by Habitat for Humanity. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, our forest cover stands at a dismal 2%. But I don't believe that figure, by the way. But let it be leave it what it is. As a way of intensifying our efforts in changing the tides and combating climate change, and in line with the national government's agenda of planting 15 billion trees by 2032 to reduce carbon emissions, my administration this year planted over 200,000 seedlings in institutional public places in an effort to green Kisumu. Against this data has not been captured at the national level. Hence, it remains at 2%, although I think the efforts we have made should be recognized by compiling national data. We commend our greening champions comprising various corporate organizations. Key players in the county tree planting initiative include the Aga Khan Hospital in Kisumu, Sierra Resort, Equity Bank, Kenya Forest Service, Kajulu Forest Committee, First Community Bank, Selela Resort, Inuka Hospital, and so on. Others are Taiba Hospital, VSO Kenya, Pura, La Pal Hotel, Kemfree, Standard Chartered Bank, Kenya Forest Service, Undugu Society, United Mitumba Kibuye, Kenha, County Commissioner's Office, Bandani Community, African Air Rescue, and the University of Nairobi, not to mention you members of County Assembly who have mobilized your various units to join in this tree planting exercise. And I'm sure by the end of next year, when the national data is freshly collected, Kisumu will have a higher percentage of forest cover than we have now. My government encourages everyone to plant trees and nurture them to maturity. Miti ni uhai. To deal with the perennial flooding in parts of the country, we distilled well over 50 kilometers of waterways. Notable were waterways desilted during this period included Gere Stream, Oroba Stream, Nyakoko Stream, Apuche Waterway, Lielango Stream, and Usoma Canal, amongst others. Mr. Speaker, sir, the infamous Kachok dump site is no longer an environmental eyesore, as it was the first victim of our ambition in 2018. A thriving children's park and an arboretum named after our famous baby Pendo, killed by police during the 2017 post-election violence, has given the former dump site a new identity. We have directed that garbage generated from Kisumu city and environs be ferried to Kasese in Ombei ward, where we are establishing a waste-to-energy plant. The M-Taka app, launched during the 2023 World Environment Day, stands as one of the county's most innovative and informative initiatives, revolutionizing waste management and recycling practices through its tech-integrated approach for a sustainable and circular economy. M-Taka app leverages technology and social incentives to create a positive impact on the environment, society, and the economy. The project has engaged over 2,500 community members and has been implemented in 3 schools with more than 200 waste agents and champions empowered. Now let me move to education, technical training, innovations, and social services. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A quotation from former South African President Nelson Mandela, the African icon. In Kisumu County, we have built a strong foundation in education through early childhood education, which is a devolved function, besides the management of technical and vocational training colleges. Kisumu County has 686 ECD centers, of which 629 are anchored in primary schools, and 657 are standalone public ECD centers. The public ECD centers have a total enrollment of 50,724 children, of whom 22,180 are girls and 28,544 are boys. To ensure the retention of children in ECD centers, the county government started feeding program, which has been a huge success. The budgetary allocation for the feeding program in the financial year 2022-2023 was 16.9 million Kenyan shillings. To ensure increased enrollment at the ECD with infrastructure, we constructed more classrooms and toilets. In the financial year 2022-2023, 12 new classes were constructed to completion, whereas 72 others are currently undergoing construction. To build the capacity of the newly recruited teachers for the young learners, in the financial year 2022-2023, The county government, in collaboration with our partners, trained a total of 1,149 teachers from all the sub-counties. In addition, to ensure quality education at the ECD centers, the county government allocated 20 million shillings in the financial year 2022-2023 for the purchase of learning materials comprising textbooks, exercise books, pencils, and erasers. This intervention is aimed at creating an impact that results in quality education, its high completion rate, and 100% transition to standard 1. Let me go now to VTCs. Kisumu has also been on the first lane in technical education and vocational training. 2 of our VTCs are Kado in Kisumu East and Ahero in Nyando sub-counties have won accolades from the Commission of Revenue Allocation, whose officials recently visited our county. Thank you very much, the managers of Akado and Kisumu East and Ahero and Nyando, for those accolades. Akado is one of the few VTCs in the county that has innovatively created a breastfeeding room to allow teen mothers to attend classes. As they attend lessons, their babies are looked after by caregivers.